So I just caught the replay, okay, on WNBA League Pass of the Minnesota Lynx versus the Atlanta Dream game. And guys, the game concluded with Atlanta Dream on top. They won. They had 75 points to the Minnesota Lynx 73 points. StudBudz is down. Honestly, that last fourth and final quarter was frustrating to watch. Courtney Williams had not one, but two chances to either tie the game or give them the edge. Give them 76 points. They would have won. And she would have put up a three-pointer. That's all it took. She had the ball twice. It was like 10, 12 seconds left. I'm just so disappointed, but it is what it is, okay? Again, like I'm rooting for Minnesota Lynx to get their lick back on the whole league after the league, in my opinion. And a lot of us, if we're keeping it real, they got cheated out of the championship last season when it was them versus the New York Liberty. But at the same time, I gotta respect the Atlanta Dream. They are on the come up. Okay, them girls is not playing. The Atlanta Dream, they want it bad. Okay, I believe at this point, my Chicago Sky, we just defeated the New York Liberty. Boo Liberty. Atlanta Dream just beat Minnesota Lynx. I think Atlanta Dream might be ranked number 2. First they were ranked number 2, and then New York Liberty got that spot back. Atlanta Dream was ranked number 3. Atlanta Dream might now, guys, officially be ranked number 2 in the power rankings of the WNBA this season. That's crazy. They are now number 2. They're second fiddle to the Minnesota Lynx. I'm more than sure Minnesota Lynx is still on top. The Minnesota Lynx just got defeated the other day by the New York Liberty. Tonight they just got defeated by the Atlanta Dream. And I believe tomorrow, I'm going to be calling that game 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night, and my Dallas Wings play at that same time. Freaking WNBA schedule. But tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m., we will see the Minnesota Lynx take on the Indiana Fever. Okay, they're going to be jet lagged. They're going to be tired. Okay, but hopefully they get it together. But in this game, guys, in the first quarter, the Minnesota Lynx scores 24 points. The Dream scores 25 points. The second quarter comes around. The Lynx scores 16 points. The Dream scores 17. The third quarter, the Lynx scored 20. The Dream only scored 12 points in the third quarter. We were meeting them. Okay, that was like the first quarter. After like the ups and downs in the third quarter, we kept getting tied. Okay, and then we actually got in front of them. But in the fourth and final quarter, it was a mess. The Lynx only scored 13 points. The Dream scored 21 points. Let's break down the individual player stats, starting with the Dream. Okay, the winners. Brianna Jones had 8 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. She was putting up blocks. That's another thing in this game. The Minnesota Lynx had so many opportunities to tie it and actually win this game, but their shots was not falling. Napheesa Collier had I know she had less than 10 points. She probably had no more than 5. Okay, now, Dejanay Carrington, she ain't give us nothing, really. Okay, she was getting worked on. Them girls was working her. I was like, what the hell is she doing? Not even defensively, she could keep up. Courtney Williams, again, shout out to her. I love the StudBudz down. She did a lot better than her sister Napheesa, but it still was just even she had an off shooting night. Bridget Carlton, Kayla McBride. Now, Kayla McBride, I ain't gonna lie, she gave us back-to-back threes when we needed it, but it just wasn't enough. I believe, for tonight's game, Kayla McBride may have been the leading scorer for the Minnesota Lynx, right? But back to the Dream. Ryan Howard, shout out to her. She had 16 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Nas Hillman only had 2 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. I thought she had more than that. Nas, girl, you are now a starting 5 player in the lineup. You got to do better. You played 31 minutes, baby. Only got 2 points. That's not a good look, Nas. Alicia Gray had 27 points. Of course, Gray gonna bring it. 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Tahina Pow, she was going off. She had 8 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Maya Caldwell had 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Brittany Griner had 6 points, 0 assists, 8 rebounds. It's not fair. Brittany Griner's 6'8", 6'9", the tallest woman in the league. Why I saw Courtney Williams trying to do something with Brittany Griner, the short girls. The short girls in the Minnesota Lynx, they just couldn't match that physicality and that height, bro. We need Napheesa Collier back. When is she gonna get better? She been gone, I feel like it's been 2 weeks. Now, she didn't sprain that ankle. They said she was going to be out for 2 weeks. She needs to come on. She needs to come back home. Now, the Lynx. Let's talk about the Minnesota Lynx. Jessica Shepard had 15 points, 4 assists, 16 rebounds. Bridget Carlton had 16 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. So, Bridget Carlton was the leading scorer for the Minnesota Lynx in tonight's game. Alana Smith had 10 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Kayla McBride had 15 points, 4 assists, 0 rebounds. Courtney Williams had 6 points. Damn, I feel like Courtney scored more than that. Her and Napheesa was on the struggle bus. What's going on? StudBudz is all the way down, bro. Courtney Williams played for 27 minutes. She had 6 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Jalen Sherrod, she played for 1 minute. She had 0, 0, 0. Natisha Heidemann played for 14 minutes. She had 4 points, 0 assists, 1 rebound. Dejanay Carrington had 3 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds. And Maria Kilinnikova had 4 points, 0 assists, 5 rebounds. The Atlanta Dream is not playing with nobody, guys. I could see the final matchup. It's gonna be Minnesota Lynx versus somebody. It's gonna be either Minnesota Lynx versus Atlanta Dream versus the New York Liberty, or versus, I say, the Las Vegas Aces. Seattle and all of them, they are right. They're gonna get into the playoffs, but they're not gonna make it to the semifinals and finals. They're just not, in my opinion. That's what my prediction will be for this current season. But again, like, this is just disappointing. Like, the Lynx, y'all just got whooped by New York, and now y'all getting whooped by Atlanta. Tomorrow y'all gotta face off with the Indiana Fever. Like, come on now, Lynx. But again, like, shout out to Atlanta Dream. I respect them girls, okay? Shout out to Ryan Howard. But prior to my commentary, I'm going to try to insert the video of them all pulling up in a Corvette car. Ryan Howard, Nas Hillman, and Alicia Gray. Okay, they look great in them cars. Atlanta Dream is on the move.